Okay, I just wanted to follow up really quickly about the Michael Savage segment. And this is a follow up on the third watch update. My response is that I think what we're finding ourselves is that there's not going to be a political solution. It it by design, okay, and not by default, but by design. And I could see where the gay rights agenda is going to be about protecting the human rights, because look, that was a great example with ISIS throwing gay men over buildings head first in Mosul. You will see this push to protect more and more of the homosexuals throughout the United States too. And there's just a lot of things coming together. So I just want to be careful that we don't get into demonizing people because of decisions they made, because that would mean I'd be putting myself in the center of that, and I'm not doing that. So there'll be plenty of time for people. I think what people really need to do is pay attention to themselves in a way of how do you rectify the things in your life? How do you go about living differently, better? And my ultimate belief is that it's going to come down to the moral majority, not the legal majority. I think the moral majority is going to say, listen, we're either going to know what the difference between right and wrong, and you'll be demonized for that otherwise, and make a personal decision on where you want to go with it. And I mean personal decision. And some people can take it for what it's worth. And I'm not going to get into what I think, because I'd really like to stay away from that right now, because that could be a whole nother op-ed for another time. But I know that people are going to tout this thing about religion, and they're going to make Jesus a religion, and they're going to make that the issue. That any Christian that goes around talking about this, that has nothing to do with Jesus. Christianity is a religion, yes, but when you get to the really root of everything, people share the love of Jesus, and it doesn't. You don't need to be in a church to do that. You could just be an everyday person. There's a lot of people who have been misinformed about that. So, walking with God, walking with Jesus, reading your Bible, those things matter to the people that need it, and that it matters whether you call yourself a Christian. And there's a lot of people that have confessed their lives over from all religions. So it's definitely not about religion, because you got all kinds of people from all kinds of different backgrounds that don't think that way. They just want answers to questions, and that's where they find it. But they're going to demonize Christians of all kinds. So, and that's the nature of the beast. No joke. So when I think about what they're going to do to these people in order to get people to a place where they're so scared, they're going to be forced to do some unthinkable things. And I think that when people are in a fight or flight mode, they will have to make irrational decisions. So this is why I think by design, when we covered the topics on the field report, we talked about it in a way that would prepare people better to make the right decisions. Hopefully that we helped in that process. But I'm not sure that everybody paid attention to everything I said. I get it. I mean, we got lives. I can't keep up, just like most of us. So that's why I always wanted to try to format it in a very short, brief way, get a point across, or maybe even post a video or anything. Nothing unusual about what other people have and have not done. It doesn't make me unique in any way. The only thing I wanted to do is play an integral small part and maybe helping people that I know in my circle of influence that maybe I might be able to help on know better the topic, or maybe they help me in some ways. It's just universal in that respect. I think that we help each other. And I learned a lot more from people at my Facebook page about things I could never have known on my own. So this has been a learning experience, and everything I see that's happening, it is at a tipping point. Again, I say it's done by design. So when I leave off with this final report about the Facebook and the social experiment, because if you haven't already noticed, and I will post it in the second part of the second video, because that'll really delve into. I got an email from Facebook, and I had to run down through things, and I'll elaborate in the next video about it, about what the social experiment at Facebook's been like, and at the Field Report, and everything that I learned through this. So, but they are going to erase our page, and I got an email, and you know what? It kind of happened. The timing of this couldn't happen at a better time, because you know what? You come to a place, it's like you run out of things to say. I mean, I actually ran out of something. I really just don't know any. I think a lot of people cover all that. It'd be nice to sit back and listen to people talk about it. I don't have to have an answer. I don't have to know everything. I don't need to know the answer to everything. I've been able to observe at a different pace when I can sit back, and I'm kind of liking that idea. So look for that next post. It goes into the social experiment, experience, all that stuff. But they are going to erase our Facebook page as of June 15th. So you could just check out our YouTube link from here. Signing off for now for the Field Report. God bless you guys. Good night.